You might think you know Iron Man, but here are 12 facts you may not know about Marvel's Golden Avenger. Iron Man first appeared in 1963's Tale of Suspense number 39, in a story by Larry Lieber and Don Heck, based on a story idea by Stan Lee and character design by Jack Kirby. Iron Man would feature in Tales from Suspense for a few years, even sharing the title with Captain America for a while, before getting his own solo title in 1968. Editor Stan Lee devised the concept for Tony Stark as a quintessential capitalist, apparently as a deliberate challenge to the values of Marvel's readership at the time. He took as his inspiration inventor, adventurer, multi-billionaire, ladies' man, and nutcase Howard Hughes, while artist Don Heck drew Stark as an Errol Flynn type. Iron Man's origin is a great example of Marvel's so-called sliding timescale, which they used to keep their comics up to date. When Iron Man debuted in 1963, his origin was tied to the Vietnam War. In the 1990s, this was updated to the Gulf War, and in the Extremist storyline from 2005, it was moved to Afghanistan. In his first appearance, Iron Man's armor was gray, like iron is. But the armor's color was changed to gold with his second appearance, due to the unreliable printing of the color gray in those days, which is the same reason the Hulk became green in his second appearance. The armor was refined again into its familiar red and yellow form designed by Steve Ditko in Tales of Suspense number 48. For a surprising number of years, the Iron Man armor contained a feature that definitely seems silly today: roller skates. Even though the Iron Man armor could fly, Tony Stark would frequently scoot around on jet-powered skates. Allegedly, they served as generators to his power armor, but it's more likely that Iron Man was just super into roll bounce. Another short-lived feature of the armor was Iron Man's nose. For a brief period in the 1970s, due to a misunderstood comment from Stan Lee about Iron Man's faceplate, a goofy-looking nose was added. It was soon removed when Stan Lee saw the design and said, "Why the hell is there a nose?" Speaking of best forgotten story elements, in a 1990s story called The Crossing, it was revealed that Tony Stark had betrayed the Avengers due to manipulation by time-traveling villain Kang. The Avengers figured it was best to fight Stark with Stark, and so recruited teen Tony Stark from the past to fight him. The effects of this story were undone by the Heroes Reborn event. Thanks, Jim Lee. In the early 2000s, Tony Stark revealed his identity as Iron Man and was appointed Secretary of Defense after a storyline involving the military using Stark tech. This appointment didn't last too long, however, as he is forced to resign after using his position of power to yell at Dr. Doom. Many readers felt that Stark had gone too far into the realm of supervillain during the 2006 Civil War event, and so these actions were in a sense undone when Stark rebooted his own brain in order to keep valuable information out of the hands of the new head of S.H.I.E.L.D., Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin. There have been nearly as many versions of the Iron Man armor as there have been artists on the book. Some of the most famous variations include the Space Armor, the Stealth Armor, the Silver Centaurian, the Hulkbuster Armor, and of course, the War Machine Armor he gave to James Rhodes, and the Rescue Armor which he gave to Pepper Potts. Although best known as a founder and member of the original Avengers team, Iron Man has also been a member of several Avengers franchises and spin-offs, including West Coast Avengers, New Avengers, Mighty Avengers, and ForceWorks. He was also a secret member of the Thunderbolts and briefly joined the Guardians of the Galaxy. While it was Robert Downey Jr.'s charismatic performance in 2008's Iron Man movie that made Tony Stark a superstar and launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe, other actors considered for the role over the years include Tom Cruise, Nicolas Cage, Clive Owen, and Sam Rockwell. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Comics. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more comic facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more comic awesomeness.